So I made this hobo fishing reel out of PVC, and I'll kind of go over a little bit of how I made it and do a little, maybe a bit of a demonstration at the end. I had read a lot about the PVC ones and how the cap end would catch the line, and so I made this one. I put a bolt through it so that you could use the round side of the cap instead of the rounder edge of the cap instead of the sharper inside edge. And it seems to work okay that way. The line comes right off of it. I just put this Velcro thing on here to hold the line on so it wouldn't loosen up. Whoops. And basically we're going to test this thing out. I got some worms and we're going to test it out and see if we can catch anything. All right, here we go. I was able to cast it out there pretty far. I'm gonna reel it in, try and cast it again. See if I can get it out a little bit further past this edge. There's a fishing pier here, but I don't want to use that. I want to do it how I would have to do it if I was literally doing it in a survival situation. Well, that's icky. I'm just going to walk down here further. See if we can get out further one of these spots. Nope. This line stays awfully coiled. Ooh, a fish just jumped right there. I didn't see what it was though. Something little. So this is the first time. Oh, I thought I saw it move. This is the first time I've ever actually like strung up a rod or did anything on it. And I'll go over it again a little bit at the end of this, a little bit better, but basically I took a 4-inch piece of PVC, put a cap on this. This cap is removable so you could store stuff inside. And then I wrapped some tape around it, some gaff tape, so, you know, if you ever need that for something in a survival situation. Put a coupler in the middle, and then this piece is like 3 inches. And drilled a hole in the PVC cap. And this is 3/4 inch. Drilled a hole in the cap, and inside this piece of PVC, this 3-inch section, I put a piece of 1/2-inch PVC and wrapped tape around it, like a couple layers of tape around it, and kind of like tapped it into the inside of the 3/4, so I could drop a leg bolt in through here, and then bolted it on the inside of here. You can see the bolt right there. And then, you know, just put a nut on it and tightened it up really good so you get that smooth edge of the cap in reverse. And I was going to try and put a 1/2-inch cap inside here, and then I thought it's better to put some, this is some of those floaties. This is some floaty material, so I can put the hook in, and that works really good to put the hook on. So that's basically the rod, and it works pretty good. I mean, that's what I get, maybe 10 feet cast on that out there. It's pretty thick. I've seen fish jump in here or like come to the surface in this thick green stuff, but I might have to move to a different spot. And then there's a robin bird right there that's going to try and get, nope, no, it's running away. It was going to try and get my worms out of my worm bucket. Let's reel this in. I'll put the lid on that. Put the lid on my worm bucket. Yeah, that's about all the distance with this ravel on this thing that you can get on that thing. Could maybe get, if I did it overhand, I could maybe get a little further out. Try it again. Yeah, fish just came to the surface over there. You can still see the rings. Nope, still only about 10 feet. Well, that might be further. So I haven't been fishing in a long time. We used to go, I'd go with my dad and my brother when I was little, and sometime my grandpa. But back then, when I was younger, they did everything for me. I never had to put a worm on the hook. I never had to take the fish off the hook. I just basically did the fun part of casting, which always was my favorite, casting and catching. Sometimes catching. And so this is the first time I ever did a lot of this stuff. There was one time, long time ago, I went with my friend and her kids when they were little, her two boys, and there wasn't a hook on the line for some reason, and so I had to tie one on. And her youngest son was fishing with that rod, and he caught a fish and he started reeling in, and then he lost the fish, and I was like, oh man, he lost it. And he kept reeling in, and then my friend shows me the end of the line, and the hook had come off. So I didn't know how to tie a knot apparently at the time, and some poor fish had to live out its days with a hook stuck in its mouth. But I looked up when I tied this hook on, I looked up and I think it was called a cinch knot. And I'm hoping I did it right. I'm hoping I hooked something and get to find out. But I'm hoping I did it right, and the hook stays on if I catch something. That was not where I tried to go. You can't control it very well, I'll tell you that. Oh, there's fish in there. I can see them. I can see them in there. That did not go far enough. It's not 2 feet deep. I got about 2 feet. Try one more time. Dang. Yeah, there's definitely something in the water up over here. More line, see if that goes in. I think I just got a bite. Looks like, I think I just had a bite here, but there's definitely a fish up over on the other side. I don't see the one here now. Yeah, that's about all the distance I can get on this with these coils on this line. I wonder if it would, if I got a different line that didn't kink up like this so much, being wrapped around this, if I'd be able to throw it a little further. Or maybe another sink. Oh, hey, I just got a bite. Yep, I can see the fish coming up to it. They're swimming around it. Nope, come on, little fishy. There's a couple that they're really small. There's a bunch of little ones in there. Come on, guys. There's fish all around it. They're really small. I can't tell if they're sunfish or what they are. But they're swimming all around it. I wonder if that hook I had on there's too big for these little guys. Come on, guys, I want to test this out. I'm going to let you go right back in. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, dude. Well, either they don't like that worm or the worm fell off. Because they're swimming right around it. I'm going right past it. They're not even trying to bite on it. Let's see if that worm's even still on there. Looks like he is. Nope. Oh, I only got one more worm. Try this one more time. It's a really skinny worm. Okay, let's try this again because I should be able to catch something here because there are little fish, unless that hook might be too big for them. Not a good cast. Oh, see. Try it one more time, dude. I bet they just ripped that skinny little thing off of there. Ripped that skinny little worm. That worm was so skinny. Nope. He's gone. Oh no, there's a piece of him still on there. There's a piece of him still on there. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. There's not a lot of piece. But there was a piece of him still on there. Come on, little guys. Gotta test this out. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, had a bite. See if that bite took the worm. Or what was left of them. No. Well, if that didn't, this will. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's the worm's not even, none of them's left in there. Well, that's that. I only had 3 worms and they are now officially all gone. But even though I didn't catch anything, I'm convinced that this little rod would work. I just got to figure out how to get it to cast a little bit further so we can get out a little farther in the water. And so I can get out a little further in the water so I don't have to be quite so close to shore. Clean this off. So this is one of the survival lessons I'm trying to learn, and I consider it kind of successful. That's the purple from the glue, from the PVC glue. Doesn't look pretty, but it's functional, and you can store stuff inside here. And this works really good for the hook, and it casts just fine. I might have to try put maybe another sinker on it and see if just a little added extra weight, or part of this might be because I'm kind of going into the wind that I couldn't get it out further. But I consider this a successful, even though I didn't catch anything, successful in the sense that I believe this rod would work. This isn't the ideal place to use it. Because I can't get close enough to the shore. I probably could have walked in there, I guess. But anyway, so that's it for this video. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to join me on my journey of baby steps to bushcraft, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.